Welcome back to Medicare Mondays. Today we will be discussing durable medical equipment. This session is pre-recorded. What is durable medical equipment, otherwise known as DME? It's equipment that helps you complete your daily activities. Examples of DME include wheelchairs, walkers, hospital beds, power scooters, portable oxygen equipment, orthodontics, catheters, certain diabetic supplies. Medicare usually covers DME if the equipment is durable, meaning it can withstand repeated use, serves a medical purpose, and is appropriate for use in the home, although you can also take it outside of the home. And it is likely to last for more than 3 years or more. DME, your primary care provider must prescribe your DME. Your PCP must sign an order, prescription, or certificate. In this document, your PCP must state the following. 1, you need the DME to help a medical condition or injury. 2, the equipment is for home use. And 3, if applicable, you had a face-to-face visit with your primary care physician. Your primary care physician should know if Medicare requires this visit for your DME. If you need a manual or power wheelchair, scooter, the process is different. Speak with your doctor for more information. Whether you have Original Medicare or Medicare Advantage plan, the types of Medicare covered equipment are the same. If you are in a skilled nursing facility or are in a hospital inpatient, the DME is covered by Part A of Medicare. What kind of DME does Medicare not cover? That would include equipment to mainly help you outside the home, items intended only to make things more convenient or comfortable, items that you throw away after one use, items that you don't use with equipment, modifications to your home, equipment not for the use in the home. For example, air conditioners, inconsistency pads, surgical face masks, or oscillating beds. Note, some Medicare Advantage plans may cover minor home modifications or other items as a supplemental benefit. What suppliers should I use to get my DME? Once you have your PC order or prescription, you must take it to the right supplier. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan, follow your plan's rules for getting DME. For example, you may have to get approval from the plan, use a supplier in the plan's network, or use a preferred brand DME. If you have Original Medicare, get your DME from a Medicare approved supplier that takes assignment. Suppliers who take assignment can't charge you more than 20% of the Medicare approved amount for the cost of the DME. Many suppliers are Medicare approved but don't take assignments. These suppliers can charge you more than 20%. Medicare will still pay the 80%, but you will owe any extra cost. Don't use suppliers who haven't signed up to bill Medicare for DME. If you do, you'll owe the full cost of your DME. Call 1-800-MEDICARE to visit or visit medicare.gov to find the supplier. Cost associated with DME. Well, there's one cost of renting or buying. Depending on the type of durable medical equipment you need, Medicare may require that you either rent or buy it. Most equipment is initially rented, including many manual or power wheelchairs. Original Medicare covers the 80% of the cost of a monthly rental fee for 13 months. You pay a 20% coinsurance. After 13 months, ownership is typically given to you automatically. In certain situations, you may have to buy your DME. For example, Medicare may require that you purchase an item that is made to fit you. Original Medicare covers 80% of the Medicare approved amount of the cost of the equipment. You pay a 20% coinsurance. Medicare allows you to choose as to rent or buy certain items, such as some power wheelchairs. Items costing less than $150 and parenteral or enteral infusion pumps. If you need to replace your DME, Medicare will pay to replace equipment that you rent or own at any time if it is lost, stolen, or damaged beyond repair in an accident or a natural disaster, so long as you have proof of the damage or theft. If your equipment is worn out, Medicare will only replace it if you had had the item in your possession for its whole lifetime. An item's lifetime depends on the type of equipment, but in the context of getting a replacement, it is never less than 5 years from the date that you began using the equipment. The item must also be so worn from day-to-day use that it can no longer be fixed. Medicare covers repair for worn DME if the equipment has not reached the end of its lifetime. Medicare will pay for repairs up to the cost of the replacement. DME repairs and maintenance. Medicare coverage of more specialized DME repairs and maintenance depend on whether you or your supplier own the equipment. Renting DME, as long as you are paying a monthly rental fee for your equipment, your supplier must perform all needed repairs and maintenance when a professional maintenance is required. The supplier cannot charge you for this work. If you own your DME, if you purchased your equipment or otherwise own it, Medicare covers needed repairs and maintenance when a professional maintenance is required and the services are not covered by a warranty. Original Medicare covers 80% of the Medicare approved amount when you use a DME supplier that takes assignment. You pay a 20% coinsurance. There are separate rules for repair and maintenance for oxygen equipment. If you want additional features or upgrades, you may have to pay for them out of pocket. Watch out for DME fraud and abuse. Scammers are always calling and offering medical equipment or supplies that people often don't want or need. They may even pretend to be healthcare providers. They will charge you Medicare without showing medical need and sometimes without sending the equipment. It's important to protect your Medicare information and read your Medicare statements to check for suspicious charges. Here are some red flags to look for. 1, you see charges for DME on your Medicare statement and you didn't need or never asked for it. You were offered free equipment or supplies. You had DME provider ask for your Medicare number at a presentation, during a sales pitch, or on a phone call. You were given a cheaper, lower quality item than Medicare was billed for, a custom or fitted item. Or you see a Medicare DME provider continued to bill Medicare for equipment that you had already returned. Well, the first person that you should contact would be 1-800-Medicare. The next person would be your Medicare Advantage plan. If you're not successful in those two, you could contact the State Health Insurance Program at 1-888-884-8721 or one of our community partners on the next slide. You can also contact our senior Medicare Patrol person in Rhode Island at 1-888-884-8721. If you've experienced potential DME, fraud, waste, or errors. Are Aging Well, West Bay Community Action Agency, South Kingstown Senior Center, Westerly Senior Center, Rhode Island Aging and Disability Resource Center, East Bay Community Action, Leon Matthews Senior Center, Progresso Latino, Edward King House, Rhode Island SMP Mainline. Thanks for viewing our video. If you have any other questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to myself or my colleague. My name is Kim Timpson, and I am the Health Insurance Coordinator along with my colleague Jennifer Riaz, who is the SHIP and SMP Volunteer Coordinator. Thank you and have a nice day.